Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 40 of my Magic Farm Let's Play series. And yes, since this is episode 40, a decade episode, I am going to be uploading the map after I'm done with what I've been working on in this episode. And if there's anything that needs to finish up, I will let it finish up, and then I will be assembling the map for upload, so you will be able to mess around with the stuff that I've added since the last one. But I did make a slight change since the last episode, and that is with the lumber mill here. I added the redstone engine so it would automatically pull stuff out. I did an experiment, and the emerald pipe, apparently, if you put in an item to pull out, like if you have the emerald pipe is basically the upgraded or supposed to be the upgraded version of the wood pipe for extracting from interfaces. But if you put in an item in its interface to extract, it will only extract one at a time of those things. So if it tries to pull out a stack of something, it will only actually pull out one, and the rest of that stack will just go poof. So I was considering going out and trading with some villagers to get another emerald, but it looks like I'm not going to do that. Now maybe I'm using it wrong. Maybe with the interface you're supposed to say if you want to pull out a stack, put a stack in, but I couldn't get that to work, so I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about it, but that's what I've got here. I've got a bunch of bark going, and I had this running for a while. I decided to make that stop doing paper to give the actual farm a chance to catch up on things, because it's at a bit of a standstill. It will kick back on eventually, though. I'm not too terribly worried about it. But with today's episode, we are going to go in here. Oh, I forgot something. You'll know why in a moment. I want Ixax. Alright, now we can go in here. Because today I am going to be working in the cellar and making everything look nice and snazzy and all that, and setting everything up to deal with all of the Growthcraft stuff that I want to do. But before I do that, I'm going to be well, let's go ahead and make a whole thing of them. There we go. I'm going to be making the basement lined with this stuff. It's called Blackstone Gravel, and I have no idea what mod adds it, but I like the texture of it. It looks pretty sharp, and it doesn't act like gravel. It stays put, so it's a solid block. So what I'm going to do is replace all the walls, and actually kick the wall over 2 more spots, but replace all the walls with that Blackstone gravel. Now I have no idea how much I'm going to need. I just grabbed a ton of gravel. Probably not going to need anywhere near that much. But today is going to be a day of the cellar. So I'm going to get to replacing everything, and I'll be right back. Wow. Now, if that isn't perfect, I don't know what is. I have 1 Blackstone gravel left over, and it is done. The walls are done anyway. I'm going to do something different with the floor. Maybe, oh, I'm starting to starve. Look at that. Maybe I can go, let's see here. Whitestone gravel. Because I think I've got plenty of sugar. I think that's what I'll do. White stone gravel. Let's see here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 56. I'll need. I can probably do 2 stacks of the gravel, and everything should be just fine. So I'm off to go make some white stone gravel. Okay, so I've got the white stone gravel in the floor there, and it looks pretty good. However, I think I'm going to make a slight modification. I'm going to move the wall one farther that way and put, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 on this side. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 over 8. Alright. I'm going to be putting a ladder there at the midway point so I can have a way up. Now, I don't want these torches on the floor. They just look horrible. And also I'm going to be replacing that. Ooh, I could use the white stone on that. But what I'm going to be using for light is probably one on either end wall, and then one hanging from some contraption. Blah, can't talk. From the ceiling there, or maybe a 2 in the center. These lanterns, the golden lanterns, and the recipe. Which one's just golden lantern? They all okay. There we go. Needs gold, glowstone, torch, and some glass panes. Told you I'd need some glass panes. But, oh, okay. Can take any of the other lanterns and change their color manually. That's nice. But I'm going to go ahead and move this wall back and lay everything back out. And I have one other thing that I want to do first. Before I actually start getting into the Growthcraft stuff. I'm going to put a sort of highlight at that level there, all the way around the room with larch. And the platform that I'm going to be using to access the upper 3 kegs is also going to be larch. So I'm going to go get some larch. I'm going to back the wall out and replace this and make myself some lanterns. Or maybe I'll do the lanterns on camera. Who knows? But I will be right back. Okay, so I came back over here to get some larch wood. And it turns out that this still hasn't cranked over. I broke a block, replaced it, kicked that off. And it's full of fertilizer, full of water. It's got power coming to it, plenty of power. The only thing I can think of, well, there are 2 things I can think of. One, this has acquired some hill cherry pollen somehow. So I'm going to pop that out. And the other thing, ooh, I see you. Oh. Well, if you're not going to sit still, I'm not going to go after you. The other thing are these... the other thing is that these 2 machines are hooked up to the power. However, they aren't doing anything. They're just sitting idle. I don't know if turning these off works like this, or if I have to break them, or what. I don't know if these are drawing power and confusing the system, or what. But for some reason, it's just not working. So, the only other thing I can think of is to leave the chunk area and come back and see if that'll fix it. But I came over to get myself some larch wood. So let's go ahead and do that. Do I have any spare in here? I do have some spare. And let's see here. I will need... oh, I don't need that many. Ugh. Let's see here. 2 stacks should be fine. I hope leaving the area and resetting the farm will fix that, because that's bothersome. Oh, you may notice that I have planks here, and that's because since I kicked the wall over... Oh, I'm hungry. Since I kicked the wall over, I wanted the ceiling to be uniform instead of just dirt over here, so that's what that is. But let's go ahead and put this larch wood in. I also decided to line the floor with it. There we go. So let's see how this looks. And then here. Whoops. Give me... All right. And then like this. And, oh, I put the other black stone away. Well, either way, this looks kind of nice. I like it. So that's what it's going to be, is the larch. Unless I change my mind later with a different wood. But for right now, larch looks just fine in here. So I'm going to see if I can reset my farm and go get some of the black stone gravel that I put in the chest so I can finish filling in there. And I'll be right back. Alright. Not exactly sure why it stopped functioning. Or why it didn't start functioning again, I should say. But I went down, broke the gearbox. Well, I emptied everything out. Then I broke the gearbox, put it all back the way I found it. And it seems to be working just fine now. One thing to note, if you have one of these set up and you break a component of it, it can shoot up to the surface if you are down below. So keep that in mind. Your item didn't probably disappear. It more than likely is right there. But I have finished up the larch portion of the cellar here. So now I need to put the ladder up. There we go. And it'll have to be something like climbing up and then, well, there. Get up here and then come over. So I'm probably going to put a railing or maybe just one little thing right there. Who knows? But now that I have this up here, ooh, it is probably a little dark up here yet. I need to still make the lamps. Excuse me. I need to make the white stone for that, or white gravel. What's that called? Yeah, white stone gravel for that. And I need to make a whole bunch of those kegs. So hopefully the tree farm's working right. Okay, I'll just make one batch. But I'm going to go get the white stone gravel and keep an eye on the farm for a few minutes just to make sure everything's working all right. And then I'll be right back. Okay, just a quick little interjection here. Everything seems to be working fine again, which makes me very happy. So now I know that if it breaks, I just break the gearbox and replace it. Well, empty it out, break the gearbox, and then replace it. And it should just reset and everything should be fine. So Surprise, surprise. Anyway, I was about to... Oh, yes, go get the supplies for making the lanterns. So I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I am ready, I believe, to go ahead and make these lanterns. I'm going to make 4 of them. Not 5, 4. And I have no idea why I made as many glass panes as I did, but I will use them eventually. And torches. There we go. 4 lanterns. And lots of spare gold. That's alright. I'll turn these into blocks. No, I won't. I might need some later. And now the spare glass panes can go in there. Oh, you're kidding. I had pipe waterproof right here. I'm going to put the glowstone. Yeah, I'll put it in here. Well, I guess I'll put the pipe waterproofing in with the beeswax, so I see it next time I need it. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Now let's get back over here and light up the darkness. Alright, I have a block here to mark the center. Yes, there it is. I'm using the nether brick fence for this part, just so you know. And hopefully this will turn out looking the way I expect it will. And that. Oh, those are nice. Those are really, really nice. I am happy with this. Okay, so let's put another one of these things here. And do that. Oh, it fastens to the wall. I don't even need the nether brick. Oh, that's awesome. All right. That looks like it'll do. Let's get rid of these torches here. Oh, that should be plenty of light. Oh, that works nice. Okay, I have a new favorite lamp. Wow. Okay, well, enough dwelling on that. Next thing I need to tackle is I need to make a bunch more of those kegs. It looks like I'm going to need, well, let's see here. 15 times 6. So, let's see here. That's 90 plus 2. So I need 92 of them. Wow. All right. Let's see how to make them real quick. No? There it is, barrel. I need... Oh my. So... let me do some math real quick. Alright, I think I did the math right on this. This should bring me to the amount that I need of these. So let's see here. There's 64, and then do that. I hope this is right. Let's see here. 67 or 92. 92 even. Excellent. All right. So I'm Finally filling in the wine cellar. Alright, next, up here. Whoops. Give me that. What? You can do it. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Lesson learned. Aim it at the wall. I aimed it at the wall. Oh, where'd it go? Hello? Oh, it's over there. Oh, okay, I get it. It was stuck up there. All right. Why is it... You know what? I'll do it down here first. I will place them on the bottom. Whoops. Whoops. And then see if that makes a difference. Oh. Right. Well, wasn't that interesting? Hey. Oops. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, here. No, they're just... All of them, except the one right there. That is so weird. Okay, I'll have to probably knock out the floor in order to get those to face right. But... other than the top row, it looks good. So I'm going to reset the floor and see if that does something, and then I'll be right back. Alright, now I got it all lined up. Breaking the ceiling didn't do anything at all. It was just the angle that I was looking that determined whether or not it was going to be hanging from the ceiling. So I just did the whole jump, place, jump, place, jump, place. And now everything is, it looks good. But now we need to do this. And this involves some bushels of apples. And the way you do this is that, and then that, and then that for each of them, and then mash it a few times. Da-da. Eventually it will change consistency. Spooky cave noise. I should probably use a lever. Do I have a lever? Do I have a lever in here? Well, I have sticks. That's close enough. Well, I have these already, so I'll use this. That, and then this, and let's try this way. Huh. Okay, well, this is going to take a little while. I'll be back. Alright. So now I have smushed it several times and am ready to scoop it out with a bucket. It's just one bucket's worth after all that. But I come up here. And this one already has young apple cider in it, so since this is a bucket of young apple cider, I will put it in there. And where'd my bucket go? Oh, right. And now this has young apple cider in it. Now I can scoop it out with a bucket or a bottle and get 3 bottles worth, I believe. But there are 3 other things that you can do with the alcohols. You can add sugar, redstone, or netherwort. And you can see the interface for that here. And basically, using one of those will get you one variation. Using another one will get you another, and using the third will get you a third variation. So for a total of 4 flavors, I'm going to call them, of each type of brew. So the first thing I need to do is mash myself some more apples, because I need to fill all these up with young apple cider, and then I need to age them properly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, do the smashing, and I'll be right back. Alright, I slightly misremembered how to do the Growthcraft. Yes, that's a word. Even if it wasn't, it is now misremembered. It's redstone and glowstone. There is no sugar involved, but definitely do need the netherwort. And the netherwort is used in all 3 of the other flavors. And the flavors that you make are netherwort, netherwort and glowstone, and netherwort and redstone. And each one gives you a different bonus. So the way this works is if I put the netherwort in here, okay, well, I have to do it this way. So netherwort, netherwort redstone. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I will just fill all these in with netherwort. Almost enough time? Almost. Come on. You can do it. Alright. You done? You're done. Now, instead of saying young apple cider, they all say apple cider. So then, with the redstone, there we go. I have to do it one at a time. Redstone and then glowstone. Alright. This will fill in. And I forget which one the redstone is. We'll find out here in just a moment. Extended apple cider, and this one is potent apple cider. Alright. Now, each one gives you a different buff and detriment as well. Or a chance at different things, especially if you drink a whole bunch of them. I'm not doing this to drink them. I'm doing this because I just want to have them. So what I'm going to do is just fill all these in, let them do their thing, and then I need to start working on the one with the grapes, the one with the hops, and the one with the rice, whose names I forgot on all 3. Probably wine, ale, and, well, let's actually look this up. Why not? At mod gr. Okay, we've got the apple cider, we've got sake, ale, and wine. Okay. So I did this. Whee! Alright. Redstone on the left. Oops. Wonder if I can get over there from here. Yes! So it's redstone, glowstone. Alright. So that's that. Next up, I need to pick one of the other flavors and go after it. So I'm going to get set up for that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so as it turns out, I don't have nearly enough of the different, other than hops, I think, of the different other materials harvested to fill everything in right now. I can go ahead and do one batch here of the wine. Let's see here. I need to color code these. Yep. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. But let's see here. That, 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 and that. And so I have some young grape wine. And then I'll do the netherwort, netherwort and redstone, netherwort and glowstone. So it's regular or plain or whatever, extended and potent in there. Now, I have made a Growthcraft guide, and some of the stuff I have forgotten, so I'm going to even have to watch my own guide because I haven't actually used it all that much. So I will try to remember to leave a link to the Growthcraft in the description below to the guide, and that way you can sort of see what's coming, because I'm going to finish up filling up the rest of the kegs during the next episode, episode 41. That way, if you want to get a head start on knowing what's coming, you can go ahead and watch that guide so you can fiddle around with this yourself, or you can just wait until episode 41 comes out. But it looks like I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap things up here, because there really isn't anything else I want to. There is something I wanted to do. All right. Before I finish up the episode, there's one last thing I'm going to take care of, so I will be right back. It just occurred to me while looking at the nether brick fence that I had totally forgotten to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this while I wrap everything up. So, like I was saying, if you want to know what's going on with the Growthcraft situation and what I'm doing in my wine cellar, go ahead and watch my Growthcraft guide. And I will hopefully remember to put a link to that in the description below. If I don't, you can find it on my channel somewhere. But I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and wrap up this episode, finish things off, and get ready to make this available for upload, this map, so you can see what I've been working on in person. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, or you can message me at Thorn of Night on Twitter. Ooh, I have just exactly the right amount. Nice. There, that looks better. And the sun is setting. Excellent. Great way to wrap up the episode. So, if you like this episode and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to leave a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I am definitely going to have to wrap things up here. So, come on, sleep. Yay! Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.